Right, so, before I was so rudely interrupted by the end of the video last time, that save point is very important because, well, we've got some friends around the corner here.
Oh, this is one of those save points.
Mm-hmm.
The whole army?
Unfortunately, before we can get to the main event, and, you know, the only thing that is even remotely dangerous in this little gauntlet, we are going to have to fight 3 rounds of trash mobs,
I'm sorry.
which...
Oh, I love that kind of gambit. That's one of my favourite things in an RPG.
Try not to fall behind, Gilo.
Right, and it's like, that would be fine in Lost Wings, because, you know, your stats and everything carry over between battle, but you just get fully healed in this one in between fights. Like, it literally does nothing but waste your time.
It's great. Game design. I love it. I'm especially a fan of this kind of thing in RPGs, like even before you get into the various merits of having your stats carry over or not. Just the fact that it eats up time, and then if you fail the thing at the end, you have to do this again. Everyone loves that. Ah well. Rip Soggy, defeated in a cutscene.
Who are you?
Heads up!
Well, we have some music.
Reminder, this is just the standard battle theme.
Ah, but it's good.
Blade be sharp.
It works for everything.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair. When you write a battle theme that goes so hard, it could just also be the boss theme, then, I mean, why not just use it in that capacity?
It's really good. It would be on brand for me to try and work this into some kind of a backhand, but no, I got nothing. Motoi Sakuraba, everyone.
That wasn't so tough.
Out of the way. You're obviously not up to the task.
Giacomo.
Hey, I'm doing the pointing meme again.
Soggy, I presume? What a disgrace. I'll see to it that the service's tarnished name is washed clean, in blood.
So I believe we were talking about music.
Indeed we were. Yeah, Giacomo's battle theme in the first game was also a lot like this.
It was a hell of a lot of something. Still not really sure what exactly it was that it was a hell of a lot of, but I see we're maintaining the vibe, though.
So, on one hand, you will be thankful to know that Giacomo does not have whatever his big microwave attack was from the first game, so your ears will not be violently assaulted in that way.
I'm sensing a butt coming on.
Giacomo hits like a fucking truck.
Oh, I got no problem with that. That's your problem.
I mean, you may have noticed that, like, he hit our mysterious helper with, like, just his finisher and did almost 170 damage. So, this is a fight that can and will get out of hand very quickly.
He makes a big number come out of you. I understand.
Otherwise, there's, we're at this point, we're so early in the game, there's really just not anything to say other than just, it's kind of a damage race with some groovy music.
Yeah. It's working a lot better than the previous music. I mean, not that the previous music wasn't, like, kind of immediately notable for, like, 4 different reasons. But I don't know if I liked it that much. This one, I'm vibing with this one a bit more. It's an improvement.
May my blade be sharp. Yeah. Thunder.
I like to think our party is vibing with it too. If I ever made a standard JRPG, I would have everybody's idle animations just sync up with music. Hell, if I ever made any kind of game, I would just nondescriptly make, like, literally everything in the game sync up with the background music, just for fun. I don't know why this idea hasn't occurred to more people.
Just try and escape.
Actually, I do know that. It's because it would be a technical nightmare to implement, and you would have to, like, build the entire game with that as a basis from the beginning, and it's not just a thing that you can just patch in. It doesn't really work like that. But, I want it on record that I thought of this.
I was genuinely surprised when that relay combo didn't kill him. Because he totally just fucking murked our new friend.
It seems like it would have been thematically appropriate.
I mean, as it turns out, we were only basically one good hit away, but still.
Eh.
You're good. That's fine. You may have won the day, but I assure you I'll be back to settle the score.
I mean,
Sagi!
we believe you.
Your name is marked.
Oh, Giacomo, you have no idea how many times you will be back to settle the score.
I mean, I guess it kind of bears commenting upon that one of these people is present in the sequel game set some years later, so I don't know what we're supposed to read into that. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that they're doing that thing that prequel games do.
Gave up. Talk about unfair odds. I don't know how I do it.
Who?
Milliard.
Huh?
That's my name, Milliard. But you can call me Millie.
I just want it on record that, like, half of Millie's lines end with her, like,
Millie?
audibly breathing
But why
out,
would you rescue
and I
me?
hate whoever their audio director was
I
for not
just
catching
can't bear
it.
to see weak people getting picked on. You looked so defenseless, surrounded by Imperial soldiers with nothing but a ragged puppet to call your own. I couldn't bring myself to stand by and do nothing.
See, I'm listening for it now. I wasn't listening for it
Getting ahead of
before.
myself.
It was noticeable in, like, at the very start of the cutscene, she had a line that did it, and it just, I hate it.
And we'll have more soldiers to deal with.
Ah,
Come on, let's
production
go.
values. Please learn them.
The wench thinks she's coming with us.
Well, she may have a mouth, but she did save our lives. She can't be that bad.
Well, in any case, coming off of the previous game, I feel like it's probably
There,
forgivable.
Kilo, he thinks so too.
All things considered.
Sure. I could feel her evil vibrations from 20
I mean, the thing with the previous game was, though, is that was really obviously, like, some sort of filter that they applied in post-production, because they had normal voice acting in battle.
Yeah. But, like, that's worse. I gotta be clear about this. This makes me respect it less.
Anyway, it is very easy to miss this. This is a shop. Not that it is crucial to go upgrade your equipment right this second, but it is nice to do so. We are about to head off to another dungeon immediately after this.
Well, this is... I believe this is our first living shopkeeper.
This is true. It is indeed.
Makes a nice change. I guess nobody's gonna comment on the whole persistence of inventory between whatever the hell was going on and this. That just seems like one of those things that we're just expected to not question.
So yeah, this is the upgrade system. So you don't want to just trash all of your old cards. If you have the right thing lying around in a blank Magnus, you can upgrade them for a certain cost. The game will give you little hints about what. Sometimes it's very explicit, like, hey, sure it would be nice if we had some Machina oil for this. And sometimes it's just like, yeah, maybe get some water or something.
Get that unique special something. That thing.
So it's like I said, it's another system the game has. It is not crucial by any means, but it is something to keep in mind before you mindlessly dump out all of your blank Magnus.
See, at time of recording, I am still neck deep in Slay the Spire, so I know better than anyone the value of upgrading your cards. Oh, it's love.
They say, if only he had a bit more love. Unfortunately, all we have are gossip in our cards.
We need the idea of love.
See, it's in bold face and everything. Obviously, there's a possibility. Magnetism? You think we could give him magnets? Would that work?
I mean, I was thinking we could give him the idea of coffee. That seems to be a popular help. But no, I guess they're sticking with love. Sure, why not? I wonder if it's, in any way feasible to make a game of this scale that actually has, anything near the promise implied in the concept of Magnus. But, have that actually work. Have it be, a kind of Scribblenauts card game. That kind of a scale. I wonder. I wonder how well you could make it work.
That seems like that would be an enormous undertaking. I don't see how you could possibly do it with a game that lasted longer than about maybe 10 hours.
Time to go.
Just because, the possibilities would just expand explosively.
Actually coming with us.
I could see it in a game like this if you didn't try to make it total and exhaustive and literally procedural, but just
All clear. The skyline about
having more stuff. Simply by means of having enough stuff in the game to give you that exhaustive, conclusive, comprehensive vibe, even if the systems themselves are still arbitrary. I feel like there's a balance to be struck there. Ah well. I do like the fish airships, still. Those are still cool.
I can't help but be a little concerned that we appear to have walked, directly inside the fish when we boarded.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's probably, fantasy cybernetic.
Lord Baelheit, Master Shanath is here to see you.
These are some names of people.
Hey, that's our boss.
Yeah, I mean, I recognize him as being the guy who we were notionally working for, but, like, this is just the association of people with evil names.
You called for me, my lord?
Where have you been? I thought I told you to stand by during the operation.
My apologies. Adjustments to the continent's levitation system took longer than expected.
Olgin was killed.
Pardon?
I said, Emperor Olgin is dead.
Then that boy did it?
No. According to the officer assigned to the operation, the Emperor was already dead when they arrived. What's more, the list has been stolen. It had to have been someone else's doing.
But does it really matter, my lord? The Emperor's death is hardly what I'd call bad news.
I needed him alive. It's too soon to reveal my hand.
I gotta say, I'm still on board with all this.
No.
I thought the ball was gonna get dropped in very short order, but I guess they're still running with it.
The list is gone.
Shall I chase him?
I got that pleasant feeling of not being able to get my head around exactly how many parties there are and what any of them want.
What I want you to do is look into why the boy was able to escape with all that was going on. If I had to wager a guess, I'd say Varys had something to do with it.
On the whole, I don't really like when games have to cut away to the enemies chattering amongst themselves in order to tell us what's going
One
on.
more thing.
But when it's used like this, I can't complain too much.
But none of the soldiers involved in the operation are on our list.
Precisely. Which means it must have been someone from the missing list.
So, did they secure it?
Yes, a soldier named Valara brought it in. At any rate, Olgin's death has hastened the need to act on our plan.
May I begin with Diadem and Sadal Sood, then?
You may proceed with Anui Nue as well. Do it quickly.
Yes, my lord.
You having fun with that ball there?
Come on, we're going home.
I mean, to be fair, if I was a child who was brought into the office of evil Empire affairs, I probably also would just be sitting there and just quietly bouncing a ball.
Spiriters. It's trouble that follows them, not spirits.
Man, he just called us trouble.
Can we say he's wrong, though?